Hello, this is Claire from Loire Valley Angels. We're a professional wall sculpture company in a place called Chevenix in the Loire Valley in France. Obviously, I'm not French, no French accent that you can detect, I hope, at this point. And basically I wanted to show you something that we use every day. This is called an ADDI tool. It's an electronic needle felting machine and it helps speed up what we do quite a bit. Our wall sculptures still take quite some time to put together because they can be kind of complicated, but this certainly is a very useful tool. So if you happen to be a needle felter, well worth having a look at this lovely new gadget that has been brought out. Now it's going to make a little noise because we're quite close to the microphone, so sorry for any noise. When it's in normal use, you should have a noise about the same as a sewing machine, but this might sound a bit loud with the microphone so close. So here goes. This is an angel's body we're working on. As you can see, I've just added some more wool to felt in. And the ADDI needle moves at 2,500 stabs per minute. And that is extremely fast, so you watch your fingers when you're needle felting with one of these. That said, I've only managed to hit myself twice, ever, and it's not as bad as you would think. Now, the ADDI tool is great for flat felting if you want to add embellishments, but the thing we mostly use it for is our three-dimensional sculptures. This is quite a basic piece we're working on here, just to felt it down, but you can do all sorts. I'll show you. This is a little, you can see it there, a little eagle we've been working on that's to go with a bigger sculpture, and you can get quite a bit of detail in there. Now, it's not time to give up your manual needles entirely. For example, I've just made an angel for a trade show that the makers of the ADDI will be going to next month, and the angel has been made good 95 to 96% with the ADDI. But I still held on to my manual needles, as you can see, manual needle, because it can be handy when you want to add a tiny detail, and that's really not down to the ADDI's capabilities, that's down to me not trusting myself not to stab myself with it, but it saves me quite literally hours and hours of felting time. And for anyone who hasn't tried one, the best thing I can say is it's very similar to, if you could imagine, three-dimensional drawing. That sounds a bit complicated, but that is what it feels like. Now, the ADDI can be purchased in a USA version. Loire Valley Angels doesn't stock that one, but our friends over at Dreamfelt in the USA, they stock the US version of this machine, and they should have stock sometime very shortly over there. The European version, and very specifically the UK version, is what we stock at Loire Valley Angels. And the reason we do this is because wanted to make sure that all of our felting friends in France and in the UK and in Spain and so on, that you all got to get your hands on one of these fantastic machines as soon as possible, because basically we've fallen in love with it here, and I think you will too. Okay, so still a bit of work to go on that, but I think you get the idea. Just to give you a little idea of what our felting blocks can do. This will make a little noise because the felting block is not made out of sponge, it's made out of polyfoam. Polyfoam is the stuff they put in large buildings to insulate it. You don't want just any old polyfoam. There are all different grades and densities, and you definitely want to make sure that you've got a tried and tested one, because if it's a low quality or low density one, then it's not going to hold up to needle felting. But as you can see, the mixture of an ADDI and our polyfoam plaques is kind of awesome, because I don't know if you can see this so well, but we've already got a piece of pre-felt well underway with just a few strokes of the ADDI. Really, really very quick to work with. So that's made a nice piece of felt straight away. And if you want to work with the ADDI, just bear in mind that whatever shape you want, roll it up tight in that shape to start with. It makes a big difference if you've expelled a little of the air already with how you've rolled it up. Sorry, got a few of the fibres going straight there. There we go. I keep getting asked, can you do fine details? Can you make limbs, you know, arms, legs, wings or whatever for the angels with it? Well, yeah, no problem at all. In fact, I'm going to take you over and see the first finished angel that's going to the trade show for the ADDI, because I'm rather pleased with that. Didn't say that, but there. Okay. So that could have a bit more work to get it in better shape, but it's just to give you an idea. It's pretty fast. Okay, so coming over here. I don't know if you can see this with all the bright sunlight, so maybe we'll go at an angle. This is one that was almost completely made with the ADDI. The hair here, that's not ADDI. Obviously I've plaited it, and then it has had a few stabs with the ADDI to make it really secure, because that's one thing, it really does make things very, very secure. But all of her collar to her dress, the sort of Renaissance collar, whole body, arms, everything has been made with the ADDI. And if she'll excuse me, I shall turn around and show you. All that's ADDI work, so it's quite a nifty little machine. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and if you've got any questions, just ask. Thank you. Bye.